Flagistic here back inside of Halo the Master Chief Collection. Today I'm doing the Brainpan achievement, where you have to get all of the multiplayer related skulls. Well, not really multiplayer, you can do them inside Forge. So, how we're going to do this? First up is Assembly. Now, each of these are in a strategic, well, not really a strategic location. They're usually pretty well hidden. And in the case of Assembly, which I believe the backstory of this is it's supposed to be a scarab factory or something. Believe it or not, I actually passed the skull there and I didn't realize it, but it's always on one of these three nodes, if you want to call them that, or just platforms. It'll usually just be, actually it's right there, I didn't even miss it. Curse you not looking at footage before you actually voice your whatever on it. I just edited it. Anyway, pick it up, 5 gamer score, very easy. Please note that this achievement guide can also be used for Halo 3's achievements as well, the actual game, not just this compilation of games that we call the Master Chief Collection. Next up, we're doing Orbital, same thing. We're going to find the skull. Now, this one is actually almost in the dead center in the map. So I'm starting from the red side because that's where it spawned me, apparently. So if you're on the red side, just go down this escalator staircase here and look for the center of the map, which is about right here. If you need a reference point, there's the rocket launcher sitting on the floor. And where we need to go, while as the Eyeball 3000, it's up into that area right there. I'm not going to shoot because, you know, don't want to lose the skull. But anyway, we're going to go up into here. Now, there's a specific way you have to fit yourself into this. And by the way, there is the skull. There it is. You have to fit yourself in order to stand on this. Now, you can try and grab it as you fall down, though just try to wedge yourself in, grab it right away, or hold out your pickup button, whether it be X or right bumper, depending on which gameplay style you set as, and then the orbital skull is yours. Pretty easy achievement. That one's actually not that difficult. Actually, the next one we have is Citadel. This one is actually sitting pretty in the rafters. Now, when we get into this map, you're going to have two sides. You're going to have the red side, which is kind of like a blue and a kind of an orange side. Yeah, kind of slightly confusing, but whatever. If you start on the blue side like I have, all you have to do is go down to the right here, and sitting up here in the rafters, I'll show you in a second here, you can actually see it straight from the floor, is our next skull. It's actually sitting there nice and pretty. So what you want to do is fit yourself in here, but don't push forward into it. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Go up, but don't go into that little alcove, because if you do, you'll get wedged and you won't be able to grab the skull. But just grab the skull as you fall down, the same thing you would have done with Orbital if you fell down, and the achievement is now yours. And you might be wondering, why am I showing you the images as well? That's to prove that it's my videos and my recordings and no one else's. Moving on to Heretic. This is actually the easiest and most blatantly obvious of all the skulls. You may remember this one as Midship, or I don't know what it's called in the Halo 5 beta yet. So, that. So anyway, we have a red side, and we have a blue side. Now, on top of the blue side is our skull. It's actually sitting pretty right there. It's taunting you, come get me. So we're going to oblige this inanimate skull and grab it, and get 5 more gamer score, and be one step closer to Brainpan. Huzzah! Very easy achievement. That's actually the easiest out of all of them on this list, so that's just something to note. That's Heretic. Moving on, in just a second here, as soon as I watch the slider move to the next file, we're going to Longshore. This one's actually quite easy. I started on the side it spawns on, but I'm going to show you just for reference purposes. If you look at the sea here, you'll see the aircraft carrier carrying drone jets that you see in Halo 3 ODST. Fun fact, coming to the Master Chief Collection sometime in the near future. Huzzah! And you'll need to look for this sign, the Francs. Nice. It looks like tuna. So anyway, again, for references, if you're on the other side, all you need to do is just walk around, come towards the tuna sign. Take all puns you want there, but moving on. What you're going to want to do is you want to position yourself to grab it. Just try and get yourself on the little ledge here. Just grab it as you fall down. And even then, you should still unlock the achievement, because I grabbed it, or you grabbed it, or someone grabbed it. And it will then be yours. Either you'll land on the rafter there, or the I-beam there, or you'll just fall to your death after you grab it. So, something to remember. That's Longshore. Now, Sandbox is the last one, because this one could be a bit tricky. Now, there are two ways to do this. If you're playing on Halo 3 and not inside of the Master Chief Collection, you can actually download a map that automatically teleports you to the specific location. However, with the Master Chief Collection, can't quite do that. However, it is just as easy. Now, those things will kill you. Now, move from the sun, look to your right, and look at that specific spot. Now, in that specific spot is the skull. Now, if you want to use another reference, if you have the base map and get the skull for, not the skull, you can get the warthog, you can do it that way. Now, you may be wondering, what am I doing with the Y piece? Now, I heard online back in the day that you could use a Y piece, basically a three-way door for tunnels. It turns out that's actually more difficult than using a two-piece corner. A lot easier. You can actually stick yourself inside of it, and it won't push you out. That is the upside of using this method over that Y piece. Anyway, just fit yourself inside, pick it up at the corner, raise yourself up, and aim towards that corner I told you about. You may have to move left or right depending on how much you veer off, but aim in between the two little hills here. I sped this up slightly as this did take a few minutes to get over. But once you do, you should see the skull in the distance. So get close enough, drop the tube piece, transform into your other self, run out there and grab it. You can also drop a teleporter if you so desire to. And of course, I got killed by the Guardians, which I would have gotten that achievement, but I already had it from doing it another day. So you can possibly get 2 achievements there, or 3, depending on which order you do this in. So anyway, there's the pop for Brainpan, there's the pop for the Sandbox skull, of which I'll show you in just a second here. Just for proof, yay, there we go, Sandbox. Gotta admit, some of the concept art they have for these achievements looks quite pretty. Now, if only they would remove the Master Chief Collection from it, then I can use it as background on my Xbox One. Alright, moving on. But anyway, there you go. Easy, let's see, I think it's roughly 6, so 40 gamer score total, so there you go. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If this helped you, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And as always, have a great and beautiful day, and I will see you guys all next time.